question I have. Why is human life so hard?
It just is.
A lack of freedom, lack of simplicity.
Because we set up expectations that we chased to fulfill.
It's really to create a richness of experience.
I feel like I have to control everything.
Because there's always more that we need to learn.
Yeah, I think humans, they want it to be hard. In a way, it gives them something to do.
Life is hard. Most humans have a harder life than not. That doesn't mean they're not happy some of the time, because they can be. I'm not saying bad life, I'm saying hard life. It's not necessarily a good statement about humanity. And as I said last month, it was never designed that this human experience be hard. It was not designed to hurt, but it's become that way. It's a hard existence, and it shouldn't be. Now, let's talk about you. You have a consciousness, a knowingness. You know that there's more out there, or there's more in here, I guess would be a better way of saying it. You know there's so much more, but yet you're still in that hard life. Other humans will justify why their life is hard. They got a bad spouse, they had bad parents, whatever their problems are. Let's just stop all that right now. I want you to stay here. I want you to love waking up in the morning. I want you to love what life has to offer. I want you to love design and beauty. There's such beauty in nature. You suddenly realize, I'm getting off of the hard life syndrome when you can actually appreciate it. Go out and, not just with your eyes, but to smell it, to be in that sensual nature of nature. When you're not putting layer on top of confusing layer on top of confusing layer, but you're coming to simplicity. That's when you know you're getting off of this hard life syndrome and letting it be easy. And that's when you, the I am, steps forward and says, I'm off. I am here in the easy life. I am. The mind's going to jump in and say, oh, you're just making this up, and say, that's right, mind, because I am the creator. I can make up anything I want, and therefore it is. The reason why I bring this up, New Earth and the Old Earth are not going to melt, ever, ever, ever. It's good news and bad news, I guess, for those of you who love this planet, who really helped create this planet. It's kind of sad. And it's like, oh, we thought we'd pull it together. It's not going to happen. The good news is that you are now free to roam about the universe. You are now free of the responsibility, of the weight and the burden of having to try to bring this together. You're now free to create your own place. You're now free to be in Theos and be here at the same time. But if you have the consciousness that, well, this life has got to be hard, if you cannot get off of that, it's going to be very hard to be Theos and Earth at the same time, to be human and divine at the same time. That's why I say, I am here. I am the master in my easy life, and coexisting all around me with those in their hard life. Every story, every past life, every aspect is becoming enlightened as you are. It's like right now you're the center of the solar system. You're the sun. You're the one allowing enlightenment. And as you do, it goes out to every one of your stories. In the dream state, in the human state, in the angelic realms, everywhere. And sometimes you wonder why it's hard. Actually, by the way, that was the real answer. Why is life so hard? Because I'm carrying that burden, that gravity of all of my stories. That's a big burden. That's a huge burden. And you've been trying to figure it out ever since. How do I do this? You've been thinking it's just you. Oh, it's not. That's why your life is hard. If Tobias said, it doesn't matter, I'm going to say to you, to all of you, come to your senses. Means several different things. First of all, come on, really? It doesn't have to be hard. Come to your senses. Life doesn't have to be hard. It shouldn't be hard. Come to your senses about your own spiritual journey. There is no journey. Ha, joke's on you. Come to your senses. Come to your senses about what energy really is and about who you really are. You are the very thing that brings the energies in and designs them and creates them and puts them into your reality. You're the very thing that has created nature, the thing you love so much, that is life itself, that is the design. Come to your senses. Stop making things complex when they don't have to be. But the other side of all that is come to your senses, your sensuality. What is beyond your eyes and your ears? Come to feeling. That is what frees you, really, your senses. That is what gets you out of the zoo. You see, love is a sense. It's very different than sight, sound, things like that, but it is a sense. Love is a way of perceiving reality. Therefore, it's a sense. You have loved and you've been loved, but there is, you could say, a last frontier of love that you really came here for. It's the real reason. The real reason, or I would say the more personal reason. And at some point in this lifetime, rather recently, you realize that it's not safe enough here. Because humans are hard. They're living a hard life. It's not safe enough. Because the next level of love, which you so desire to experience, so desire to have in your life, is simply not safe here. It is too sensitive. So therefore, Theos was created for those who desire that next level of love. How can you experience that in a world that still buys into hard life? That's why the two didn't come together. That's why there is Theos, the place of experiencing love, and earth, and you here on earth. And that's why, in a way, they really are together, but they're not. They're two different levels of being able to sense life and sense the beauty of life. What next? What next is real love. I don't want to say too much about it right now because I want you to have that experience for yourself. But I want you to understand what's going on, why you've been feeling the way you're feeling, why it seems to be crazy at times, why you don't understand what's going on within you, why all the things being turned upside down. They're not. We're not going too fast. We're not going too slow. We're going just right. That's so beautiful. And all you have to do is just come to your senses.